Hello, Rama Pupotu. Hope all are in good health, feeling great, wonderful, having a happy and peaceful life. Now let's continue with the next devotee, Dr. T. N. Krishnaswamy. Dr. T. N. Krishnaswamy or Dr. T. N. K. was perhaps the only devotee for whom Bhagavan's physical body meant everything. He was also the person to whom Bhagavan revealed that the whole of Arunachala hill was sacred and was the Lord himself. Dr. T. N. K. describes how this happened. One day I was walking up on Arunachala behind Bhagavan. He stopped and picked up a small stone from the path and held it out to me, saying, "Someone from abroad has written asking for a stone from the most sacred spot on the hill. He does not know that the whole hill is sacred, just as we identify ourselves with the body. Lord Shiva has chosen to identify himself with this hill. The stillness of Arunachala is pure wisdom. When approached with faith, it is out of compassion to those who seek the Father that he has chosen to reveal himself in the form of a secret space visible to the eyes. The seeker will obtain guidance and solace by staying near the hill. A very successful physician in Madras, now Chennai, Dr. T. N. K. was not only instrumental in getting this revelation about Arunachala for us, he was also the photographer who captured most of the photos we now have of the Master. How he was drawn to Bhagavan is a fascinating story. In the 1930s, Krishnaswamy was preparing for his final year medical exams. To take a break from the long and intense study hours, he and some of his classmates went to Velur to take photographs of the ancient fort there. When he reached Velur, he was very disappointed as he did not find the fort such a fascinating subject for his camera. Seeing this, a local there told him, "Why are you disappointed? Go to Tiruvannamalai. There is an ancient and majestic temple there. It will be a feast for your eyes and your camera." So he proceeded to Tiruvannamalai along with his friends. While photographing the temple, someone told him about a saint living at the nearby Ramana ashramam and suggested, "Why don't you go and take photographs of him?" Krishnaswamy wasn't convinced that a sadhu could be a fascinating subject for his camera. Nevertheless, he came to the ashram with his friends. A photographer was very rare those days in Ramana ashramam. Seeing him, a resident of the ashram, Sheshu Iyer, requested him to wait a while and take some photographs of Bhagavan. Meanwhile, Bhagavan, who had gone up the hill, was just returning. Sheshu Iyer went up to him and said, "This group has come from Madras. They are waiting to take a photograph of you." Bhagavan looked at them and in particular at Krishnaswamy and replied, "Is that so? Then let him." Bhagavan even posed for him. That was Krishnaswamy's first photograph of Bhagavan. In the later years, innumerable photographs followed, but this very first photograph he took of Bhagavan was Krishnaswamy's favorite one. As the group started leaving, an ochre-robed sannyasin came running after them and told Krishnaswamy, "We do not have proper photographs of Bhagavan in the ashram. Since you have taken one, why don't you send us some prints so that we can make them available to devotees?" Krishnaswamy returned to Chennai, developed the photos himself and sent the copies to the sannyasin. Krishnaswamy was so fascinated by the sannyasin that he acceded to all his requests and commands throughout his life. This sannyasin was none other than Niranjanananda Swami, the younger brother of Ramana Maharishi and the Sarva Adhikari of the ashram. This first photograph must have been the Sarva Adhikari's favorite too, for he had this particular photo hung on the wall in his office. Dr. T.N.K., whom I interviewed in the 1960s, described the very first look of Bhagavan. I thought I had successfully captured Bhagavan inside a metal camera. Very soon I realized it was Bhagavan who had captured me in his heart, from where I could never escape. I continued, "How did you feel when you first saw Maharishi?" He answered, "The Maharishi did not seem to take notice of anything around him. He wore a calm and distant look. His eyes were shining, and there was something divine about his countenance." Let's continue in the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Rama Puputu.